Hey guys, welcome to or welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Angelisa and on this channel we talk about books, and today I'm very excited because we're going to be doing a reading vlog of a very exciting series. It is the Shatter Me series. So I've been thinking about doing this reading vlog for a while, and some people have commented that they wanted me to do the reading vlog, so I was like, I'm definitely gonna film it, and I'm going to do this in two parts. So I have here the first installment of the series. So we have Shatter Me, Unravel Me, Ignite Me, and this is Unite Me, which has the novellas Destroy Me and Fracture Me, which I think go in between these. So yeah, we're gonna read the first installment, and then if I enjoy it, we're going to move on to the second half of it, and I will see if I can purchase them for my birthday or something, because I am on a book buying ban, but we're gonna try. I got all of these on Book Outlet, so I'm gonna see if I can get them the rest on Book Outlet as well, but we'll have to see. Anyway, yeah, so I'm gonna start Shatter Me, and we are gonna see how it goes. My understanding is that it's in this dystopian world. The main character Juliet's touch, if she touches things, she can kill them or something like that, and there is something called the Reestablishment that wants to use her as a weapon. So yeah, I'm really excited for this. I've heard so many good things about this, and it has a lot of crossed out sentences, which is interesting to me. It's an interesting writing style in my opinion. So the back of the book says, "The moon understands what it means to be human, uncertain, alone, catered by imperfections," and I actually just really love that quote. I'm gonna start reading this and I will let you know how I'm feeling in a little bit.
Hypnotized, I don't know why she got me feeling this way. She's got a way about her. She's got a way about her. And I'm mesmerized like every night by every word she'll say. She's got a way about her. She's got a way about her. Yeah, she doesn't know that she's got a hold. She's got a certain kind of gravity. She doesn't know that I want her so. And when I see her, I believe in every hunger turning to nitrate song. She took me to the moon and we kept on going like the whole.
Hey guys, we're just gonna quickly check in on Shatter Me. I'm about halfway through the book. I'm on chapter 24, page 153. So far what I've learned, and now I understand as part of the synopsis in the back of the book, is that our main character Juliet is being held in this prison kind of, and she is supposed to be used as a weapon by something called the Reestablishment. Hello, Ruby. But when she wakes up in this prison, she recognizes someone there from her past named Adam, and basically she doesn't want to lose him now. And I thought that the first 150 pages were a little bit slow. I feel like everything that happened in the first 150 pages could have probably happened in 75-ish pages, and there was a lot of repetition and just repeating kind of what happened in the beginning again in her own brain, because it is in Juliet's point of view. But now it's about to, I think, pick up, because they have a deadline of when they can kind of get their freedom, because that's the whole point, is that Juliet is trying to get her freedom from this reestablishment. And it's interesting because all I've ever heard about this series is Aaron Warner, and he's literally the villain in this. So I'm interested to see where this kind of goes. But yeah, so I will connect with you guys a little bit later once I've read more. But so far I am enjoying it. The writing is very different from other dystopian and like fantasies that I've read. So yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Absent thought, maybe I should take you up on that ride, 'cause I'm out of my mind. And it's a little too late, there's just enough time. If we let it all out, could I swallow my pride? And I should just walk home, but we're both scared of being alone. And that's how you throw it all away in a small town. Everybody's talking 'cause they know now. Everybody's talking 'cause they know now.
Hey guys, so I just finished Shatter Me. I really enjoyed it. I ended up giving it 4.25 stars, so this wasn't exactly a 5-star for me, and I know it's probably because it's the first book to a really huge series. And I think one of the big reasons is because a lot of the time when I was reading it, I just kept wondering what they were talking about like how it was before, because this is a dystopian and it's taking place like in our kind of world, but like in the future if XYZ happened, but I don't know what XYZ happening is. But then towards the end of this book, it kind of starts to explain like what the differences and what the differences will be. So yeah, I really enjoyed this. I'm going to move on to Destroy Me, which is the first novella in this like Unite Me little duo, and I believe it's this like Shatter Me but Adam's point of view, which I'm really excited for. I really loved Adam's character. He makes my heart just like, I don't know if this is gonna be like another A Court of Thorns and Roses where you fall in love with the male love interest in the first book and then things change, but I really love him and his character and his relationship with James, and I think Kenji's a really funny character too, and I just think this book took a very interesting turn of events at the end, which is why I ended up rating it 4.25 stars. I was leaning more towards like 4 stars for most of the book because just honestly this is already a short book, and I feel like everything that happened in this could have been accomplished in 200 pages, so I'm really hoping that the next few books are like more like fast paced. I've heard it's a very fast paced series and that like the rest are better than the first one, so yeah. But I'm very interested for this little tidbit of point of view. I'm pretty sure it's in his point of view. Let me just double check. Juliet's journal, excuse me. It gives you a tidbit of her journal. Hold on, stop. No, you get Aaron's point of view in this first one. Stop, hold on. Wait, what? I thought I was gonna be reading Adam's point of view. I'm gonna be reading Aaron's, excuse me. What's happening? Okay, I need to just go read this because I'm literally so confused. I thought that I was getting Adam's point of view and then Aaron's, but I was wrong. But yeah, I'm very excited for this series. I'm so glad that I decided to pick it up, and I can understand a little bit now like what all the hype is about, and hopefully once I get through these like 3 first novels and 2 novellas, I'll really understand it. But yeah, I'm excited. I already have the next few books in my cart ready to purchase. I've just been like checking Book Outlet to see if they go up on there on sale. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it though. Thank you to whoever commented for me to read this. But yeah, I will check in with you guys later once I've read a bit of this, or probably the whole thing because it's really short. It's like less than 100 pages probably. But yeah.
From far away she looks so good. Grew up in the same neighborhood, and that's how to rub salt in the wound. Spend a few hours on the reservoir. Never broke a bone, so I'm gonna try hard to prove you wrong, that I'm not who I used to be. I'm not living at 17. Let's go.
finished Unite Me, no, Destroy Me, the first novella in the Unite Me novellas, and I have to say I really enjoyed reading Aaron's point of view. We kind of got to understand where he comes from and why he does the things he does and says the things he does and acts the way he does, and I don't know, it just made me really understand him a lot more. I kind of like him a lot more. His character is a lot more dynamic and complex, and yeah, I still love Adam's character, but I understand like where this may be going with the complexity of Aaron's character. So yeah, we also got a lot more kind of context about what happened and what the world in this used to be like, and we don't really know like what exactly happened to make everything change so fast into being like dystopian, but we just know like how it used to be and how it is now, and who the reestablishment is and what they are kind of like. They kind of remind me of like the Capitol in Hunger Games, and yeah, but it's a very interesting story. It's a very interesting set of characters. There's a lot of characters in this, but I don't find it difficult to remember them. One character's name is like Delulu or something like that, and I keep reading it as Delulu, like delusion. Like she's a little Delulu, but that's fine. I'm just gonna keep reading as Delulu and saying Delulu. I hope nobody minds. But yeah, I'm excited to start the next book. I think it's Unravel Me. Yes, it's Unravel Me. This one's a little bit thicker. It is 461 pages, so we're gonna see how much I get through tonight. But yeah, oh my goodness, there's so many pages in this. We'll see. I really wanted to get this reading vlog up before my September TBR, but it might have to come after. I'm so sorry, but we shall see. Anyway, I will check back with you guys a little bit later once I've read the first little bit of Unravel Me. I'm gonna see where this video goes from here because I don't want to spoil anything about the first books by talking about the second and like third book. So I'm either gonna have a spoiler section at the end, or I'm just gonna try really hard to like not talk about things that would be spoiler. Alright, me literally in my garage just to talk about this really quick, and then I'm going back outside to read. It's just so loud with the cicadas. Anyway, I'm on chapter 22. So far I'm it's a lot more fast-paced than the first one, so I am enjoying it for that reason. And I don't know, Juliet is kind of just going through it and confused about everything that's going on. I'm really loving Kenji's character. He's kind of just like that harsh, supportive best friend that you need, who's just kind of like, girl, stop moping, like be grateful for what you have, let's, you know, focus on positive and like the future. So yeah, I don't want to talk like too much about the contents of the book because I don't want to spoil anything obviously that happens, but there's definitely a lot of plot development. We're learning a lot more about the reestablishment, and just kind of like the whole purpose of this series is, you know, taking down the reestablishment and kind of like how they came to be and basically how they scammed the entire population into thinking that they were going to help with, like, I'm assuming now we kind of learned a little bit about like how the world started to like go to crap in this world, and it's kind of scary to read because it kind of makes you feel like it could happen here-ish, like in our Earth, like, you know, plants are dying, animals start dying, like basically climate change is what they're describing. And the reestablishment got voted in as they promised the population that they would be able to help them get out of this. And from there it kind of just like ended up a huge like dystopian control kind of reestablishment thing. So yeah, that's what that is. And I realized, especially in this book, I really do love this author's writing just because like not that it's lyrical, but like the way that she describes things and thoughts and introduces chapters, like some chapters, I don't know, it just makes me feel things, if that makes sense. I don't feel like I'm just reading a story. I feel like I am in the story and I'm feeling the things that Juliet is feeling while reading. So yeah, I'm gonna keep on reading and see what I can update you guys on. I'm trying to be as like non-spoiler as possible, but I am only like 150 pages into this book and it's just very interesting. We don't get a lot of Aaron in this book so far, at least. For the first like 150 pages, he's not really mentioned that much. We'll see how that changes, obviously, because I'm sure it will. But yeah, I'm excited. I am excited because I've heard so much about this series and like everyone talking about Aaron Warner, like I can kind of tell that like kind of like where it's gonna go in the series, at least romantically. So I'm interested to see how that kind of plays out. But yeah, I'm gonna keep reading. Y'all, I am genuinely so astonished by the plot twist in this book. Like, things just got so much more complicated and I am loving it. I am on page like 300, chapter 50. So we have about 150 pages left. This is like our progress. And oh my goodness. The characters are going through it right now, is what I'm gonna say. Lots of complicated dynamics and relationships and things happening. Juliet's a badass, I will say that, but she's also kind of crazy. Like, she's actually a little bit unhinged and she needs to chill. But anyway, I don't want to talk about it too much because I don't want to spoil things. But I am really enjoying this one. It's taking me kind of like all month to read this because I've been taking breaks. But then as soon as I got back into it, I was extremely intrigued again. So yeah. Anyway, I'm going to keep on reading and finish this tonight, hopefully. Because I have about 150 pages left. 161. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Take a look out the window. Spirit goes up as the rain falls down. I've been sailing on the wrong course, keeping it together like I did before. Think that I've said this a few times. Even with that, has it ever felt right? I swear that this has happened every moment. Can I just be honest? I was only wondering, and maybe we could take it to a different conversation. Things will get uncomfortable, but only if we make it. I just wanna say that, but you'd rather take it all back. Although you are sunlight, you stay in the shade. I'm dancing in a corner just to get a space, cause I wanna believe that. Ooh, I get lost, you go with your day. Slowly get closer, but you're moving away. I know it's just a recap, but I'm sure you'll never see that. Rather take it all back. Maybe it's time to get home. Think that it's going a little too far. Hey
guys, alright, so I just finished Unravel Me, and I also ended up reading the novella Fracture Me right away after, and I'm going to tell you guys my thoughts and like what my ratings were. So I ended up rating Unravel Me 4.5 stars, so a little bit higher than Shatter Me, which I rated 4.25 stars, and I ended up rating the second novella in this Fracture Me 4 stars, just like the first one. So to talk about like kind of these two books without giving any spoilers, I I talked a little bit earlier about like how I felt about the characters and what was going on. The love triangle in this is a lot of fun, and I'm definitely starting to see what the hype about is with Aaron Warner. And Juliet is really starting to like annoy me a little bit with like the decisions she makes, and same thing with like Adam. He just, I don't know. Okay, quick spoiler, really quick. Skip to this part if you haven't read these, but I just got to like the end of this where he's literally like, Kenji has to almost like convince Adam to go and save Juliet from what happened at the end of this one. And it's kind of annoying me because he's trying to like weigh the options with like his brother and Juliet, and it's just like I just feel like the two can't be weighed, and like trying to like put one against the other is just weird. And like choosing Juliet this whole time over your brother and then having to be convinced by Kenji to like even go and like see her, it's just, I don't know, Adam's just moving weird, and like the way that he like goes back and forth on people that he's supposed to be like in love with or love dearly as like his family is just weird to me. But Aaron, anyway, back to no spoiler. But yeah, but I did really enjoy these, and it's definitely like really fast paced, and the ending of each book, it doesn't leave you on like a cliffhanger, but it leaves you in a spot where you're like it just sets up the next book, and you're just like, oh my goodness, what is gonna happen now? Now I have Ignite Me here, which I can start right away if I want to, which I probably will, but I'm pretty sure that this is like originally like a trilogy, and then she came out with additional books after the fact. So for that reason, I feel like I can stop here in this video and then finish the second part of the series in another video. But yeah, how many pages does this have? I know that was like a very like short, like what my thoughts were on this, because they are like the second books and I don't want to spoil too much, but I did really enjoy them, and it's just, the character development is very interesting. Just the plot development is really fun. One thing I will say is that this isn't a fantasy series. It's definitely a dystopian. There are fantasy elements to it, and that there are things that people can do that aren't like human or like scientifically possible in our life. But there's no like world building of like a fantasy world or like fairies or like any of that stuff. So know that going into this series, it's not like, it's a little bit, but it's not the typical fantasy series. Anyway, this has about, I think, 400 pages. 408. Yeah, this is the end. A worthy final installment. But then she wrote more. So yeah, anyway, I'm gonna read this and then I'll let you guys know how I'm feeling about like halfway through, or like first 100 pages or something. And then, yeah, I'll check in with you guys later.
You're unprecedented, and I regret that we never talk. So when October rolls around, I watch my emotions, for they bubble over, chasing four-leaf clovers, missing you more than I know now. We used to walk along the meadow, you were pretty, it felt so serene. Later now, but that feeling is still stuck with me. The water's frozen over by the lakeside, down by the boathouse we used to dance. And I can't help feeling scared, 'cause I know that we'll never get that time again. We used to drive out to the farm and play around, make up till your hair was gray. I still pretend it feels the same. We stay up on Saturdays, drinking cheap wine from Pick and Pay without you. Now the time is strange, time is strange.
Alright guys, 100 page update for Ignite Me. I'm like flying through this book already. Okay, yeah, I'm on page 104, chapter 18. So it's picked up right after Unravel Me and the second novella, Fracture Me, and it's very entertaining so far. Yeah, I still love Kenji's character so much. He's so funny and just like the best like older brother kind of character that you could have. And obviously Warner is I'm starting to understand the hype and like why everybody loves him so much. But yeah, I can't really like talk much about it, but things are definitely like taking a turn in this book. Things are changing a lot. Alliances are changing, sides are changing. So it's interesting to see how that's going to play out. And I'm really enjoying like the political aspects of this book and like the whole dystopian world of it and how that's working. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to keep on reading and I'll let you guys know how I'm feeling a little bit later, maybe like halfway through or more.
So comfortable, and no one seems to hold me like you do. You're so wonderful. A star could never shine as bright as you. Shine as bright as you. Even the dark days still see light. Even the birds still sing at night. Every word just comes out right when I'm with you, with you. I feel so lucky I met you, and I still can't believe that I get to see those eyes from more.
Guys, I'm on chapter 43 and Adam is really starting to piss me off. Like, he's just saying things and doing things that are just so annoying. And he's just such a sad boy. Like, he just needs to get over it. He just needs to get over it. If you know, you know. But he's just really bothering me. And yeah. I'm on page 263. So I'm like more than 2/3, I think, through the book. So I have like just under 150 pages left, so we're gonna see how the end of the book is, because I'm kind of confused about how this like first installment of the series is gonna end, like this trilogy portion, but we shall see. I just have like a pimple patch on, so don't mind me.
Swear you must have fell from the sky, and I feel so lucky I met you. It's not logical, the way I feel when you walk in the room. When you walk in the room, it's not optional. How gravity just pulls me right to you, to you. Even the dark days still see light. Even the birds still sing at night. Every word just comes out right when I'm with you, with you. I feel so lucky I met you, and I still can't believe that I get to see those eyes for more than tonight. Swear you must have fell from the sky, and I feel so lucky I met you. Spend my whole life waiting for someone like you, baby. And all these broken roses led to you. Spend my whole life waiting for someone like you, baby. And all these broken roses led to you. I feel so lucky I met you, and
Alright guys, I just finished Ignite Me and oh my goodness. This is definitely my favorite book out of the series so far. I'm probably gonna rate it 4.75 stars. It's still, for some reason, not a 5-star read for me, but I have to say, this series as a whole, like the writing is just so interesting to me, and the way that Juliet's character develops, and that you can even just see that like her thinking now is so much more clear and more confident towards the end of this book compared to when she first started in Shatter Me. It's just such a difference, and I don't know, reading it in this point of view and through this journey was just amazing. And I love that we got a tidbit of Aaron's point of view and Adam's point of view with the novellas. All of these are honestly really awesome as like an installment together, but I'm so intrigued about what the next installment's gonna bring, especially with the way that Ignite Me ends. I'm surprised that she wanted to like end it this way and just leave it at that and she wasn't gonna write more, but she did end up writing more, so I'm really excited for that. And I'm definitely gonna end up reading the rest of the series because, like I said, it was just so intriguing, and I loved that like it was dystopian but had like a little bit of like science fiction or like abilities in it that was just really cool to read about. And the romance, I literally was reading Shatter Me and like halfway through Unravel Me and was just like, why would anybody be obsessed with this man? Like, I don't understand. And oh my goodness, did that change. So yeah, this is a really good series. One of my favorite series for sure, and just the writing in this is probably one of my favorite things ever. Even just the way that she writes, like, I'll call them spicy scenes because like it's YA, so there isn't really any spicy scenes, but the way that she writes like intimate scenes or like scenes where they're being really like lovey with each other, it's just like, it feels like you're reading like a poem about like how Julia is feeling and how like each kiss feels, and it's just, it's so nice. So yeah, it was just really fun to read, and I would definitely recommend this to anybody who likes romance and dystopian novels, of course, but also just like YA and like things about like rebellions and like politics and all that stuff. So yeah, we're gonna see what happens in the next few books of the series. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoy this reading vlog. Comment down below if you've read these books and what your thoughts were and what you think about the second installment of the series, because I'm excited to read that and I want to be hyped up to read it so I don't forget. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and yeah, I hope you have a good day and thank you so much for watching this, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye!